Hey, you guys. I know. I'm like hella late. I know, but I had to pick your niece up from the hospital. And I don't know why it take them so long to discharge children, but that's what took so long, guys. So, sorry. Don't be like that, Dino. I'm so sorry I'm late, y'all. They had me locked down, getting your niece. Took forever to get her at the hospital, so for them discharge her. So sorry I'm late, but I'm here now. Yeah, she okay. She had she went to get her blood transfusion last Monday, and she had a pain crisis, so she had to be hospitalized for a week. So now she on crutches, and she's here, but she's on crutches. So, so I'm sorry. I'm late. I'm so sorry. I'm late. I'm so sorry. I'm late. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I hope you guys got everything that you wanted. Your flowers, your candy, all that good stuff. I hope y'all got it. I hope y'all ready for y'all story time, cause I'm in the car. Gonna get y'all story time in the car while I'm in the dog with my cover. So I'm trying to give everybody time to come in. Yeah, she's okay. Um, yeah, she's okay. So yeah, I'm giving y'all the story in the car tonight. Okay, gonna take Auntie about an hour to get home, maybe two.
You want to turn my flashlight on up there?
God damn. Oh no, I don't ride in cars with lights on like that. No. It's okay.
It goes down.
Turn it off because it's supposed to be dark anyway. I'm supposed to be in the dark. So, I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. I hope everybody got what they wanted. I hope y'all got y'all nasty candy and them dead ass flowers. I ain't gonna be like that. I hope y'all got everything y'all want. So, yeah. So we gonna get ready to start this story time at 8:50. So you got time to get your snacks, your twisties, all that good shit before we get ready to start. Hey, Quan. So y'all, Quan been talking shit. He been asking me why he always gotta be the people to get himself ate up or beat up or whatever the case may be. The victim that always get his ass ate out. So y'all just let him know it's just the stories. So as y'all are coming in and creeping in and everything, I'm late tonight. So the door that is gonna get you a cursing out if you don't close the damn door. So I would greatly appreciate all those people that are creeping their ass in like they're gonna get in trouble for being late. Close the door. Corn said he don't like getting messed up. He said he don't like to get messed up, y'all. So when I say close the door, guys, I mean thumbs up the live. To all my family members that don't know what I mean, thumbs up the live. We got 1 minute to start. I hope everybody. Well, drive safe, twin. Be careful. All right. What happened yesterday, Kate? Want me to let my seat up a little bit?
Like the way I'm sitting, I'm like my back leaning on the side, but I'm trying to like scoot up a little bit, scrunch it.
Move the crutches.
I'm on like this. Look, I'm like this, and I'm trying to. If I scoot up some, like my leg gonna scrunch up because my leg is the door.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get a space to play.
Okay. All right, guys. I thought you were trying to give me some. I decided to put these rings on and got them stuck on my ring. I had to call the fire department. Girl, no, you did. You got a ring stuck on your finger, girl. No, you didn't. All right, guys. So it's 8:51. We finna go ahead and start this story time. Thumbs up to live if you are ready for the story. That back window down, baby. I know you will, Petticoat. All right, come on, guys. Let me get the thumbs. Let me get the thumbs for the story time. See who are ready for the stories. Everybody should have their twisties and their drinks and snacks. So our first story time is gonna have Maddie, Khadijah, and Tara. Our first story time is gonna have Maddie, Khadijah, and Tara. Alrighty. So we go ahead and start this first story time. So Maddie, Khadijah, and Tara were all roommates and they all lived in the same house together in the Lake area. Now, they had no problems in their house. They didn't have no issues. Everything was going hunky-dory. Everything was fine and cool. And then Tara received a gift from a friend back home in California. And it was a big-ass, like, mirror. A big fucking mirror. It looked at old. It looked like an antique. You know, and she said she pretty much had got it from a family member that passed, and she thought it would look really good in their living room. So she sent them this huge fucking mirror. So they get the mirror, it shows up, FedEx dropped the mirror off and everything. They get the mirror and they put it up in the living room over the fireplace. They say this mirror is going to, you know, when you come through the living room right before you go out the door, you check yourself. You can check yourself and make sure you cute before you go out the door. So that's what they did. They put the mirror up on the fireplace. Now, the first couple of weeks, everything was cool. Wasn't nothing really going on. Things were going on, but people didn't know things were going on because they slept through it, basically. They didn't know that little stuff was going on in the house. Now, fast forward to a couple weeks after getting the mirror, and Tara come home from work one night. She comes in and she walks through the living room, past the mirror, and it looked like, from her peripherals, it looked like somebody was walking behind her. She seen the reflection of her and another person walking past the mirror at the same time. So she stops and she look at the mirror and she don't see nothing. She just see herself. So she goes on to her room and she closed the door. When she closed the door, she goes and take her shower. She gets out, put her pajamas on, and she's getting ready to get in the bed. She hears footsteps walking through the living room towards her room. So she screams out and let Maddie and them know, look, I'm home. That was me that was in there. Y'all good. Y'all ain't got to check and see what's going on. It was just me. And the footsteps get right at her door. And when she says all that, it just stops. It just stops. So she's like, okay, cool. She gets up, go to work. And Khadijah and them asked her what time she got in that morning. Well, last night. And she was like, y'all should know what time I got in. One of y'all came to my door last night. And both of them was like, no, we didn't come to your door last night. And she was like, somebody walked up to my door last night. It's like one of y'all was finna knock, but then I said, you know, I was here and y'all didn't say nothing. So they was like, no, neither one of us came to your door last night. Like, we was asleep. Everybody thought it was kind of weird, but then nobody really paid, you know, give it any thought after that. So they keep on living with the mirror in the living room. And now Khadijah has a friend over, and her friend is sitting in the living room, and they watching a movie, eating popcorn, and Khadijah gets up to go get them something to drink. When she gets up to go get them something to drink, she hears her friend scream. So she screams out like, "Are you okay?" Damn, he ain't even looking at the signs or nothing. Just gonna point. I hate driving in. Hate. Oh, I hate Atlanta. Oh, I hate Atlanta drivers. I don't know what the hell they doing. I just know I hate. Probably somebody passed out from eating that damn cookout. I don't know. But her friend screams. So she runs in, she like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And her friend was like, "Somebody was in the mirror looking at me." And she was like, "What?" She was like, "Yes, girl, somebody was in the mirror looking at me." Who it looked like? She was like, "It was a whole woman in the mirror looking at me. She was mimicking everything I did." And she like, "What? For real?" "Yes, bitch, I'm not playing." They had some twisties, they had some shots. So it was like, okay, you know what? Maybe we just high as hell and you tripping. She like, "No," like, old girl was she was shook. She was like, "No, I'm not tripping. I know what I saw. I gotta go." She got her stuff and she left. And Khadijah couldn't figure out what the fuck did she see in the mirror? And then, as she's thinking about this, Maddie walks in the house from wherever she was at, and she like, "Hey girl, what's going on?" And Khadijah like, "Girl, why my homegirl just ran out of here so scared?" And she like, "What was she scared of?" She like, "Girl, the fucking mirror." She said a woman was looking at her through the mirror. And Maddie started laughing. Maddie was like, "You shouldn't." She wasn't looking at her damn self in the mirror. And Khadijah was like, "I don't know. I went to go get her something to drink," and she just started screaming. And then Maddie started looking around the room, and she noticed the blunts, and she noticed the shots, the liquor bottles. She like, "Oh, that's why your cuckoo ass friend seen a woman in the mirror, because y'all been drinking this shit." And Khadijah was like, "I ain't even had that much to drink, but I didn't see the woman in the mirror. She seen the goddamn woman in the mirror." Maddie like, "Both of y'all tripping. But I'm finna go to bed." And Maddie goes on to her room. Khadijah started cleaning up the living room, getting all the stuff up, that all her friend made they mess. And as she's cleaning up the living room, she got her back turned to the mirror. And she hears Khadijah. So she like, "What?" And don't nobody answer her. And then she hear her name again, Khadijah. She like, "What you want, Maddie?" God dang. She turned around and ain't nobody behind her. So she goes to Maddie's room and she like, "Why are you calling me?" And Maddie was like, "I'm not calling you. What are you talking about?" She like, "You was just calling me. Why are you calling me?" She like, "I never called you. I haven't said anything. I'm in here reading my book. I haven't said anything. What are you talking about?" So Khadijah was like, "Okay, well, stop playing." And she goes back in the living room and she finished cleaning up. Now, and she get the little shot glasses that they had on the table, and she takes them into the kitchen. And when she come back, like the popcorn bowl that they had that was sitting on the table were flipped over, popcorn were everywhere. The whole living room looked like somebody got to fighting in it in seconds. She just went to go take her damn the glasses in the kitchen, and when she came back, it looked like like a fight went down in the living room, but she didn't hear nothing. I'm talking about chairs are flipped over, the couch is flipped over. She didn't hear nothing. It was a good 10 steps to the kitchen and 10 steps back, and she didn't hear nothing. But the whole house, the whole living room was a wreck. And she just screamed out, "Maddie, Maddie!" And Maddie come running in there. She's like, "What's wrong?" And Maddie looking at the living room. She like, "What the hell did you do to the living room?" And she like, "Maddie, I swear to God, I ain't do nothing to the living room. I went in the kitchen, and when I came back, this is how the living room looked." Maddie like, "Why you playing, man? You did do this shit." And she like, "Maddie, I did not do this." Maddie was like, "You did do it. You had to turn this stuff over all quiet and shit." She like, "I ain't even hear no noise in here, so I know you did this shit." And she is Khadijah's arguing with Maddie. She like, "Maddie, I did not do this shit." Maddie was like, "Yes, you did do it. Don't look, you better clean the goddamn living room back up before we get cussed out." And I'm not trying to get cussed out because I ain't did nothing to you. And you know how Tara feel about that goddamn living room. You know that girl got OCD, so you better clean the goddamn living room up before she see it. And Khadijah started trying to tell her, "I didn't do this shit." But Maddie goes on to her room. So Khadijah is left to clean the living room up by herself. And she clean the living room up and she go get in bed. The next morning, all of them get up. They go into the kitchen. Maddie is making coffee. And she is explaining to Tara what Khadijah did the night before. And Khadijah walks in and she like, "I told you, Maddie, for the last time, I did not do that shit. I didn't flip that stuff over. I ain't do none of that." So it's like, whatever. So they all poured them a glass of coffee and they finna get ready to go in the living room, and the living room is fucked up again. Furniture flipped over, all the same shit again. And Tara and Khadijah look like like Tara and Maddie look at Khadijah like, why the fuck is you still playing? And Khadijah like, I didn't do it. She like, you were the last one to come in here. When I came to the kitchen, it wasn't messed up. And then Maddie was like, when I came to the kitchen, it wasn't messed up. So why the hell is you doing that? She like, I didn't do that. They would change the name to Rain. Okay. She was like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Yes, you did quit playing. So she like, man, I didn't do that. And Khadijah get mad. She go in her room, slam her door. So Maddie and, Tara clean the living room back up. Then they go in there where Khadijah at, and they tell Khadijah, look, I know you like to play pranks and shit, but at some point you gotta grow the fuck up and stop playing. And Khadijah was like, just get out my room, cause y'all still don't fucking believe me, get out my room. And they walk out her room, and they go into the living room, and they scream. And Khadijah jumps up and run out of her room and come into the living room, and she like, what? And the living room is fucked up. And Khadijah like, what? They like, the living room. She like, yeah, the living room like that when I went in my room. They like, no, we cleaned the living room up and it's fucked up again. We didn't do this. We was just in the room with you. And how did it happen that fast? And everybody was like, we didn't hear shit. So while they standing there looking around the room, Khadijah like, look. And she looks at the mirror and everybody look at the mirror and the mirror get fogged up as if it's in the bathroom and the shower's on or something. The mirror get really fogged up. So they just staring at the mirror like, why is it getting fogged up? It ain't no heat vent over there. It's no reason for it to be doing it. So it just got fogged up and, they walk up a little close to the mirror trying to look at the mirror like, how is it fogged? They touching it. You can actually write your name on the mirror like somebody blew their breath on the mirror. You can actually write your name on the mirror. And they are staring in the mirror and then it clears up completely. It clears up. And then it gets foggy again. And they like, what the fuck is going on with this mirror? So this time, Tara touches the mirror to try to put a streak in the mirror, but they couldn't. Like the fog wasn't on their side of the mirror. It was on the inside of the mirror. Like they couldn't wipe the fog this time. And Tara just jumped back like, mirrors ain't supposed to be like that, bro. And Khadijah was like, why is it doing that? Did your friend give us a mirror that's supposed to move or something? Is this supposed to be one of them scary mirrors or something? And she like, no, like this is a regular fucking mirror. They get to the mirror, finna take it down because they feel like the mirror is creepy. They getting ready to take the mirror down. And as they get close to the mirror, a big black figure shows up in the mirror like smoke. It has a face, but it has no details, but you can see that it has a face. And it is just staring at them, and it's like, as they see this shit, they let the mirror go, and the mirror falls and drop to the floor and break. And when it break, this smoke, this black smoke figure shit comes out of the pieces. And this shit just fills the whole living room with black smoke, like somebody set something on fire in the living room. Just really dark black smoke. And they are screaming, they are yelling, like trying to get out of the room and trying to get, to some light, trying to wave the smoke away. And as they're doing that, somebody ring the doorbell. So they just like screaming, come in. They coughing, come in. All along got their eyes closed and their eyes burning from this smoke. Come in. And this person like, I'm in. Why the hell are y'all still screaming at me? And they open their eyes and like, there was no black smoke in the room at all. They sitting there like, what the fuck happened? They look up, the mirror ain't even broke. It's still on the damn wall. Not one crack in it. All three of them saw the mirror break, but the mirror is still on the wall. No shattered pieces, nothing. So Tara was like, you know what? I don't like this mirror. We need to do something about this mirror. So they decide they're gonna get rid of the mirror. But by this time it's late at night, so they decide they're gonna get rid of the mirror the next day. Everybody go to bed and go to sleep and have like these wild ass nightmares of them being attacked by whatever's in their nightmare. It's attacking them, and they're like can't wake up from this dream. It's just all night long torture in this dream, this nightmare they can't wake up from. And when they wake up in the morning, all of them have bruises and scratches on them. All of them are just complaining about soreness in the body. And when everybody looked up at each other and they see all these bruises, they started talking like I had the worst nightmare. And everybody was like, me too. And I had this dream that it was this man trying to kill me. I had a dream it was an old lady chasing me, trying to kill me. And they all came to the conclusion that it was the mirror. So they took the goddamn mirror down and took that shit outside and sat it on the trash can, for it to go out with the trash. Next morning they get up, the goddamn mirror is back in the living room, back over the fireplace. Neither one of them brought the mirror back in. The mirror was too big for one person to bring in by itself anyway. So they like looking at each other, questioning each other, who brought the damn mirror back in the house? Everybody like, I didn't do it. I didn't bring it back. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So they all get together again. They take the mirror outside, and Tara says, break the mirror. Let's just break it. But everybody remember what happened the last time, so they scared to break the mirror. So, in order to get rid of this mirror and these nightmares and being tortured and beat in the middle of the night, they decided to get a mirror to Goodwill. And that was their way of getting rid of the problem that they had with the mirror. They gave it to the Goodwill. They took it straight out of the house, gave it to the Goodwill, and ain't had no more problems in their house since. Yes, the Goodwill. And some of y'all, I know a lot of y'all probably shop at the Goodwill. You ain't got to get your clothes there, but the Goodwill be having some nice ass furniture depending on what area you go to. So, yeah. So they gave it to the Goodwill, and Khadijah reached out to her friend and asked her friend, like, where did their relative get the mirror from? And her friend claimed that the relative got the mirror from a man that stayed next door to them before, I guess before he became a pedophile. Well, not even so much before he became a pedophile. He was already on the run, and they were looking for him. And I guess he got evicted out of their house because he was on the run and didn't pay rent, so they evicted him. And she took the damn mirror from outside of the trash, and she had the mirror, but I guess the mirror was fucking with her, so she gave it away. And that's how that shit ended up with Tara, Khadijah, and Maggie, because motherfuckers are just passing that shit on instead of trying to figure out a way to get rid of the evil that's attached to that shit. It's just being passed on. And I hate to say it, because I love all y'all so much, but if you ever bought a mirror from the Goodwill, a little dangerous, just a little dangerous. Might want to take that shit back, get a refund, find your receipt, whatever you need to do. Take that motherfucker back. What state, Tennessee? What state? That's Georgia. It was in Georgia when they gave it up. But you never know. I could have bought it in Georgia and sent it to a friend somewhere else. You never know. Just like it got to Khadijah now, it could have got to somebody else in a whole different state. So, I don't know what to say. It's like an old antique mirror. It's really big and oval shaped. It got that wood frame on the outside with all the little curly looking, designs on it. So, yeah. Just to let y'all know, be on the lookout. Don't be accepting no mirrors from no family members or no relatives. Cause please believe this goddamn mirror done went from house to house like that. If your relative trying to get into it, then that means that shit been fucking with them too and they ready to get rid of it. So don't accept it. So that's the end of you guys' first story. This is where you can go to the bathroom, get your something to drink, get your little twisty rolled up again, get your cigarettes, get your honey buns warmed up. I pray for whoever got it too. I pray for whoever got it too, because that ain't a mirror you want to look at yourself in. Please believe that ain't a mirror you want to peekaboo at yourself in. That shit jump out, grab your ass by your lace front, beat the sleeves off your ass. Now you standing in the living room looking stupid for your date show up and shit. Nope. Your date walking the house. What happened? I don't know. Babe, why your forehead peeled up like that? That bitch ripped my lace front off. What bitch? The bitch in the mirror. Okay, this bitch is Looney Tunes. Get her one of them special jacket to make her hug herself. Get her a cup of Jello and throw her ass in the rubber room. Like what? So all these girls out here thinking they cute. One of them got that mirror. We're gonna stand their ass and trying to do that makeup. Stab yourself in the motherfucking eye with eyebrow pencil. That bitch gonna reach straight through the mirror, grab your whole lace front off, rip your shit right off your scalp. I'm walking around this motherfucker looking like Sinead O'Connor. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I hope everybody's having a good night and a good Valentine's Day. I love beers, but not other beers. Okay. Alright, I'm finna get ready to start this second story time up. I'm telling you, y'all don't want to fuck with these females. These females go worse than regular females alive. Shit. Cause all of us look cuter than them. All of us look cuter than the dead ass bitches. They got all that pale ass skin, that dry ass hair. They be done snatch your fucking lace front off just to be cute too. So be careful when you get in the mirror trying to adjust them lace fronts. That bitch gonna get mad and snatch it right off your motherfucking head. You gonna be watching that bitch wear your lace front through the mirror, calling her out. Bitch, you better get my lace front back. She on the other side of the mirror, get ready to go to the club in your curly lace front with your beach wave deep curl lace front. Bitch gonna snatch it right off your head, and your ass ain't gonna be able to get through the mirror to get it back. All that money you spent on that goddamn wig, $300, and some dead ass bitch named Esther to reach through your goddamn mirror and snatched it off your fucking scalp. And now you gotta watch this bitch get ready for the club with your goddamn wig. You don't want no kind of problem. You don't want no kind of problem. Keep your compact mirror. That way the bitch on that come out of there gotta be small as shit. You got time to thought that shit before it grab you. Get your little compact mirror. As long as you got them full body mirrors, you got a problem. A whole body can come out of that motherfucker. She gonna come out throwing hands. She gonna come out putting paws on motherfuckers. So you might want to get you one of them little compact mirrors, something no bigger than the palm of your hand. Just in case anybody want to grab your lace for it, you can thought the hand and come out of that mirror. What? No. But you get your long body size mirror, bitch. You might be ready for Bloody Mary to come through that bitch. You might well put your goddamn Vaseline on your face, tie your chucks up tight, braid your hair back like Cleo from Set It Off, bitch. You get ready to throw a hand, cause Bloody Mary got a body count. That bitch don't bullshit. I don't know who the fuck taught her how to box, but you don't want her. You don't want her. Bitch gonna be sporting your lace front in the afterlife. All the other hoes gonna be mad. Where you get that lace front from? Bitch, I snatched it off her bitch head. I thought she was cute in the mirror. I want one. All you gotta do is stand in the mirror. Them hoes always in the mirror. Just catch you one of the hoes standing in the mirror trying to do her edges and snatch that shit straight off her head. What she gonna do? It's not like she can jump through the mirror and fight about that shit. Just snatch it off her head, bitch. And you can be cute at the club too. Club afterlife like I'm looking. I'm telling y'all, but be careful with the mirrors. Hoes don't care. Beat the sleeves off y'all ass about the lace fronts. Them cute ass cheekbones and makeup you be doing okay. Cause I know that's exactly how, if I got to die and look like that, I'm gonna be the couple y'all hoes head in for them goddamn lace. I'm gonna be the only bitch on the other side in the afterlife selling fucking lace fronts. Sure live. I'm hustling anywhere I gotta get it. So if I gotta make a couple ugly bitches look cute to get into heaven, and that's what a bitch gonna do. So beware of your lace front. If I ever bite the bullet, if a bitch ever step on a banana peel, if I ever bite the bullet or kick the bucket, y'all better watch your motherfucking mirrors and your lace fronts, cause I'm coming, bitch. I'm gonna be the only bitch on the other side hustling lace fronts and installing. I ain't giving a fuck. My hustle game strong. Beat the sleeves off. Not yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get ready to start this second story. So if y'all ready, go ahead and thumbs up the live. I'm selling lace fronts in the afterlife. They gonna call me Hustle Man in the afterlife, but open up that coat on their ass. I got lace front lashes. I snatched this bitch lashes off yesterday. She thought she was cute, standing in the mirror looking all cute like I wasn't gonna get her ass. So I snatched her lashes off. I got lashes, lace fronts, glue. Thank you, Mines. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, and thank you for shutting the door. I greatly appreciate it. I'm telling you, slap the sleeves off that bitch. The mirror bitch is something else. They so reckless and disrespectful. They be watching you, man. Thank you, Shartavia. A bitch be ducked off behind shadows and shit, watching your man when he in the bathroom, flexed up, looking at himself all naked and shit. Them hoes be watching all that. You laying in the bed thinking you good because your man at home and he ain't at another bitch house. No, because that bitch is on the other side of the mirror watching your man flex his balls all over the bathroom wall and shit. Yeah, and when she do rip that lace front off, she coming for the dick next. That's mine. And then your ass gonna be on the other side of the mirror and that hoe gonna be out here living your life with your lace front and your wood that's supposed to belong to you, you know, so be careful about the mirrors. Them hoes are reckless. They disrespectful as shit. Think about that shit when your man be in the bathroom all flexed. Okay. You out here worried about a real hoe. It's a supernatural bitch that's trying to steal your man. And you out here worried about real bitches. You just missing everything. You checking his phone. He getting checked out in the bathroom. You don't even know it. He don't even know it. Baby, it's a bitch in the mirror. What? I think there's a bitch looking at my balls in the mirror. What? I know these hoes ain't doing it like that. You come straight in the bathroom. Did I tell y'all bitches? Knocking on the mirror. Don't hide now, bitch. Bring your ass out. Told you about messing with John. Bring your ass all about here. No, I wish a ghosty bitch would. I can see some of y'all standing in the mirror. Oh, this bitch thought it was a motherfucking guy finna jump straight through this goddamn glass. Come on out.
You need cigarettes or cigarettes?
Oh, I'm fine.
Get him. I was gonna. You sure?
I'm
gonna give him
fine.
some snacks for school tomorrow.
Girl, you cannot walk your ass out this car.
I can.
Ain't nobody
I
finna.
can't do it. I can do it.
I got him.
And Trey can help me. Trey knows he can help me. You want some Doritos and dip?
Sure, I am.
I'm trying to offer.
Spicy Doritos and dip. I take
The
that.
red ones or what color spicy?
You know the red one's spicy, but they got a cheese that's red one too, so you have to read.
Come on.
That go on with your sister. Hurry up for your sister fall.
I'm sorry.
She trying to come as fast as she can.
She did not touch my mask. Mama got another one.
That's it.
Hey, love. Mama's the best mama ever because she helped me on my crushes. And even she told me, she was like, it's okay, baby, get backwards. She let me sit in the lobby while she got the car. She was like, sit backwards. She held up my leg for me. She scooted me back and she put me in the car. She's the best mommy ever. And she stayed up at the hospital with me all that time I wasn't feeling good. Even at 12 o'clock in the morning, she had work. She even called me to check up on me. I love you, mommy.
I love you too, but now go on in there and get your stuff out the stove for your daddy clothesline your ass on them crutches.
Son, not hurrying.
I think my soul scooted up.
Toots.
He's gonna be like, no one want that child. They got one shit on and one shit off.
For me?
Not me.
Well, put it on. I'm telling you, I'm just saying, get out the car. You got your mask?
Yeah, don't it seem cute? Aw. That heifer don't want to go to school tomorrow. This is the butter up. Learn it. See what it look like. Heard what it sound like. In mommy world, we call that shit the butter up. That was the butter up. You ever got one of them badass children and you drive into the store and your kids in the back talking shit about you and that one badass, that super badass child you got, cut them off and be like, don't talk about mommy like that. She's the best mommy in the world. She does this and she does that for us. She cooks for us. She whoop our ass when we bad. You can't blame her. She's a great mommy. That's the butter up, bitch. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. You just nod and agree and you wait on whatever the fuck they're gonna ask for later, because it's coming. It's coming. Watch, when we get in the house, she gonna bring her them crutches, gonna crip right on around now. Mommy, what you want? So, I asked them to write my doctor's excuse for later so I don't have to go to school. That's the butter up, bitch. Watch out. Y'all learn it. It's right here in your face. Fucking butter up. Butter up. Remember that shit. Yeah. My mama never fell for the butter up. I tried that shit. It never worked. And I guess because I was a dumb child, I guess because I was a dumb kid, some folk won't admit that, but I'm real. I ain't scared to admit. I think I was a dumbass kid because I always pulled. I was dumb. Yeah, I was just dumb because I pulled the butter up at the wrong fucking time. It was just obvious. It was just so fucking obvious when I pulled the butter up. It wasn't like um, it wasn't like I wanted something and then I waited and then I came with the butter up. Oh no. Oh no, bitch got a deficiency notice in school. Come right in the house. Mama, you thirsty? You want some water? You want anything? I get it for you. Want me to clean your room up? Butter up. Wrong time. Mama already knew what the motherfucking deal was. She just sat back and waited on either the phone call or my ass to break. One or the other, it was gonna happen, and I always got fucked up behind the butter up. So remember the butter up, guys. Children gonna try it all the time. Are we ready for the next story? Now we gotta go pick up crutches. Well, I mean, look at the bright side, babe. Now we can park in handicap spots. We don't need a handicap sticker. We got a handicapped child. We got a handicapped baby. Now we can park in the front. I wish an old bitch would try to beat me to the goddamn handicap. Look, lady, you better grab your walker, cause my baby crutches trump that fucking walker. You'll walk your ass all the way up the parking lot to Walmart. This is my spot. All right, let me see. Oh my goodness, y'all left the door open. Y'all see I keep pulling that cup up because I'm cold as shit. Can y'all please close the door? Close the door. It's cold. I'm sniffling. Y'all trying to give me coronavirus and shit? Close the door. When I say close the door, that means thumbs up live. Y'all got a cold in here. Y'all got a cold in here. Moderators, y'all writing down. Well, Shartavia was the only one to give a superstar sticker. So make sure you keep the name Shartavia. I might make every story Shartavia stories. Okay. So here we go, y'all. The second story. Hold on, give me a second. India Chastain. Thank you. India Chastain and Day Day. Your second story. India Chastain and Day Day. Ladies, are you here? I see Chastain is here. He's yours, I think. I don't like people that walk around my car like that. I'm gonna beat them old ass J's up off their feet. Kick the dust off that hat. I hate when people walk all up on the car like that. Like they got another ass at home. Cause when I take that ass, everybody gonna be looking at me like I'm stupid. She did it. Put the gun in Bam hand. We done it before. She was with the shooter. No fucking shooter. I can't find my. I think I left that down. Look, mastermind. Okay, DJ. Sneaking your ass through the windows. You better close the windows and doors and shit. Chastain, India, and Day Day. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why all doing it. Not running throwing up. But like Chastain, the only one here. I guess Day Day and India is gonna be a part of the replay game. All right, guys. So this second story takes place in Savannah. This nigga walked all the way around the store.
We made USAA insurance for veterans like Liz and Mike, an Army family who's always at the ready. So when Liz's ultrasound showed twins.
Okay. There go my India boo boo. All right, India, you came in just in time, girl. Time for your story. So, India, Day Day, and Chastain, this is your story. India and Chastain and Day Day were living in a rooming house. Was living in a rooming house in Savannah. Living in a rooming house in Savannah, and they took the tours and stuff. Uh, Mouse didn't like live. How dare somebody? If you don't like live, we gonna have problems tonight. Good night, Magenta. All right, Val. That room to my girl watching from the bed. Relax, relax. I got my car bed. It's my car bed. Okay. So they all stayed in a rooming house in the Savannah area, and they took the tours and they heard about the haunted areas in Savannah, and they just so happened to, when they got ready to get off this tour, they seen a group of people talking about the tour because they was on the tour too. So they saw a group. He came through a window. Look, you better close the damn door. Not in the hospital too. Goddamn Magenta. All my family that's in the hospital, y'all be strong. Y'all gonna get through it. So all three of them, they had took the tours and everything. And when they came off the last little tour they was taking, they seen a group of people that was on the tour with them talking about, that ain't the only place that's haunted. And, everybody was talking about it. And happy 6th month, India. So everybody was like, talking about it, and they overhear the conversation of these people talking about the rooming house that they currently reside in. So they walk up to the people, catch up to them real fast. Okay, so wait a minute, what happened at that house? And they started telling them about how so many things happened in the house. It was just like they feel like the house is surrounded by evil because it was just back-to-back bad stuff that happened in the house. Like the first thing that happened in the house was back in the day. Thank you, India. The first thing that happened in the house was back in the day where a bunch of people that did stay, one family stayed in this big ass house at the time, and they caught yellow fever, and a lot of the family died inside that house. And then the house became apartment building. It wasn't exactly a rooming house because they made these rooms full apartments almost damn near. So it became like an apartment building, and apparently this apartment building caught on fire in the 1800s. Fast forward to the 1900s, the family, two families decided to make it like a duplex, and they rented out both sides. And
She said the holdup is they need Wi-Fi to use her cash card from Cash App, and she's connecting him. He's connecting her to his hotspot.
Okay. So, yeah, two families moved in. They made it a duplex, and then they, that house apparently, everybody in the house, both sides of the duplex, everybody died from a gas leak that was in the house. It went to both sides, both sides of the duplex, knocking off both families. And then fast forward to a drug house, and it was bought by somebody. Well, when it was a drug house, a lot of, crackheads and shit died in the house. And then it was bought by somebody, rebuilt up, fixed everything, and, fixed everything, and then boom. Now it's a rooming house. Where these three ladies live at? So when they hear all this death, they like, are you kidding me? They never knocked this fucking house down? And it's like, no, because it's in a historical part, so they never knocked it down. They just renovated and stuff like that. So they felt creeped out after leaving and hearing all this stuff, and it's like, oh my God. So Day was like, y'all think all that shit really happened in the house? And India was like, I don't know, but I feel creeped out. I feel like I don't even want to go to the house. Like I don't even want to be there. And it's like, well, we can't, I mean, we all paid to be there already. So
She wants you to turn on your hotspot, so you
how much is this shit?
I don't know, like $3. I'm not sure.
$3?
Yeah.
Can you go find out? I could have paid for this shit by now. Thank you, Nino. Watch she come out here and be like $40, $50 or something like that. It's about $3. Thank you, Nino. Coochie critters. Okay, so yeah, Chastain didn't feel comfortable about going back to the house, but we got to go back. That's where we stay. So when they get there, when they come in the house, the dude that's running this rooming house has his door open downstairs. He stays on the first floor, so he got his door open and everything. And when they come in, they knock on his door, and he like, "What's up?" They was like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And he was like, "What's up?" They was like, "What all happened to this house?" And he looked back at them, and he was like, "What do you mean? What happened to the house?" I heard a lot of people died in the house. We've been doing these tours and shit, and I heard a lot of people died in this house. Did a lot of people die in this house? And he was like, "No, they just rebuilt this house and renovated it." Why they rebuilt it? What happened to it? Oh, it was out of code, and we had to rebuild it. You sure? I'm sure. That's exactly what happened. All right. So they walk away from his door. Chastain was like, "That's bullshit." Indian was like, "Did you see how he was looking? He looked like he was lying." Daddy was like, "Well, I made the man been here all this time, so I don't know." So they go to their room. They pause up room, house, and they room and shit. And while they in their room, you hear somebody screaming and running down the stairs. So Chastain stays on the second floor, India stays on the second floor, and Dede is on the third floor. So you just hear somebody running, from upstairs. So they open up the door. Everybody open up their door because they ain't the only ones. What the fuck?
But it said no internet connection. I said your hotspot not working.
How much is the stuff, Nanny?
Altogether, I don't know because I could have paid for it because I was getting the chips.
I told her to find out. Come, Nanny, get in the car. Zach, go see how much that stuff was.
It's probably pretty bad.
Okay, don't worry about it. Get in the car then. Let go.
Go in. When we get closer to the house, I'll send you the money and you can get the chips. Okay, Mom?
Okay.
You heard me?
Yes, I heard you.
Them card things stop working, so I don't have no more Wi-Fi or hotspot.
So they hear somebody running down the stairs screaming, and it's not just like they the only three that's living in this rooming house. There's other people living in this rooming house too. So when this person comes running from upstairs screaming, everybody run out to see who it is, and it's Chastain. Chastain has on nothing but her underwears and a wife beater. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on. Chastain has on nothing but a wife beater and some underwears, and she is hauling ass down the stairs. So when she gets like on the second floor, Dede screams out for her, and she just runs to Dede and grabs Dede, and she is hugging Dede. She is crying. Everybody that's on the second floor is walking up like, "What's wrong? What's going on?" And she said she was in the bed sleeping, and she heard like something swinging over her head. And she said when she looked up, she felt blood hitting her face, and it was a man hanging over her, and he was bleeding, I guess, from the mouth or nose or something, but he was dead, and he was hanging over her, and his body was swaying over her head in her bed. And she was like, look at my face, all this blood on my face. And everybody was looking at her, but they didn't see no blood on her face. They're like, what? There's no blood on your face. Calm down, because she was freaking out, like, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off. I think it went in my mouth, get it off. And they like, baby, calm down, there's nothing on you. And she just kept screaming like, it's on me, wipe it off, get it off me, get it off me. And, you know, they picked her up and was like, come on, you can stay in my room tonight. So India goes into their room, and she's like, they trying to calm her down. They got tea. They gave Chastain some tea, let her sit on the bed. You know, they sat down next to her, let her know, we in here with you. Nobody's gonna get you. It's okay. It's all right. Calm down. And, you know, she's finally started to calm down and everything. And they asked her, like, what happened? She was like, I don't know what happened. All I know is I was sleeping, and I was woken up by, it sounded like something was swinging. Like, she just said, I kept hearing this shh, 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 shh noise. And she said she turned over in her bed on her back, because she was like, oh my goodness, I wish they would stop making so much noise. And she opened her eyes, and that's when she see this man hanging from her ceiling, swaying back and forth over her head with blood falling all off his face, all off his mouth and into her face and shit. So they like, calm down. And she like, I think it was the people that died in this house. And it's like, oh shit, you done started feet. Look, ain't nobody died in the house. You heard what the landlord said. They built the house and they renovated it. She was like, yeah, because the house burned down. It's like, no, they just renovated. Like, just calm down. And she was like, I'm not going back to my room. Chastain was like, no, I'm not going back to my room. She was crying. She was like shaking. She's like, I'm not going back. I'm not sleeping in there. Like, can I sleep in here with you? And they, like, India was like, I think she should sleep in here with you. I don't think she should be by herself. And then they was like, that's fine, you can sleep in here with me. You know, and they was gonna share the bed. So India was like, well, I'm going to my room. If y'all need me, just call me, you know, or come knock on my door, and I'll get up. So India goes on to her room, Chastain and Daddy get in the bed. India's in her room, and she's woken up to beating. It sounds like somebody's moving furniture right next to her bedroom door. So she wakes up and she looks around and she don't see nothing, but she sees the light from the hallway reflecting up under her door, and you can see feet, like the shadow of feet up under her door. And then she realized it's somebody banging on her door. So she gets up and she goes to the door. When she opens the door, it's like India and Chastain just pushes their way in and hurry up and slam the door and lock it. And time they like lock the door, you can hear banging on the other side of the door, like banging really hard. And Chastain is like, what's going on? It's like, they chasing us, help us. And she's like, who chasing y'all? And they was like, they chasing us, help us, hold the door closed, help us. So Chastain just put her body on the door too, like, what the fuck is going on? And then they sat there for like 5 minutes holding the door before it just stopped. And then Chastain looked out the peephole and she didn't see anybody out. So she like, ain't nobody out there. And they all get up, they peeking all up under the door. They don't see any shadows or any footprints or footsteps behind on the other side of the door. So they get up and they run straight to Chastain's room and get in her bed. And Chastain like, what the hell? Not Chastain, but India. They run to India's room and get in her bed, and she's asking her like, what's going on? And Chastain is screaming, it followed me. It came in the room with us. And India's like, what came in the room with y'all? And then she was like, what is she talking about? And Day was just like shaking. She was crying. You know, the emotionless cries, like no faces. You don't look like you. You just, tears are just falling out your eyes. That's exactly how she looked. She's just crying, and she's like, Day, like, what's going on? And she was like, we was laying in the bed sleeping, and I heard the noise. She was like, I heard the same noise that Chastain was talking about. And she was like, Chastain just grabbed her really tight around her waist. And she was like, I just felt Chastain grab my waist really tight. And she grabbed me, it scared me. And I woke up, and then I was listening, because Chastain was saying, that's the noise. And she said she started listening, and she heard the whoosh, 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 whoosh. And she said she was finna turn over, but that thing pushed her face back. She said, don't look. And she was like, fuck that. And when she said she turned over, it wasn't just one man, it was 3 men hanging in her room. from the ceiling, all around the bed. One on the left side, one on the right side, and one like at the foot of the bed. And she was just like, they jumped up. After she seen it, she said she jumped up. Chastain was holding her. She said she jumped out of the bed, and as she got ready to run to the door, one of these hanging bodies reached out to grab her, like grab at them as they was running through the room, and they just ran straight to India room. And she said when as they was coming out of their room, running to India room, the men, they heard the men feet hit the floor like they was cut down, and you could just hear them land like boom. And they just heard footsteps running behind them, a bunch of footsteps. So they just ran to India's door and just started beating on the door. They didn't even want to look back. They just started beating on the door and beating on the door, and India opened the door, and they just ran in to close the door. And India was like, so you mean to tell me 3 hanging men chased y'all to my room? And she like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay, so we really need to talk to the landlord about this because something's not right. So they all go downstairs, scared as shit. India and they scared as shit. But they all go, not India, but Chastain and Sade scared as shit. But they go on downstairs and they knock on the landlord door. And they wake him up. And he like, what? And they like, look, my friends done seen hanging bodies in this house. And you done said ain't nobody died or dead or nothing happened in this damn house. So what the fuck is going on? Are you playing jokes? Or you got playing pranks or something? And he was like, your friends are saying what? Hanging bodies in their rooms. And he just looked at them and he was like, you know what? It's too late for all this shit. I don't have time for y'all games. I don't know if y'all high, y'all been drinking, but I don't have time for it. Y'all need to go on back to y'all room. You know what I'm saying? He closed the door on them. So India was like, come on, y'all can stay in my room. So all 3 of them is in India room at this point. And Chastain and Daddy don't want to lay down. They scared to go to sleep. They just sitting up, watching everything. And India like, y'all can get comfortable, y'all can lay down. They like, nah, because the last time we got comfortable and laid down, some shit happened. Like, nah, we just gonna stay up and stay woke and watch what's going on. So India's like, okay, that's fine. So she lays down, but she don't go to sleep. She just turn the TV on, and they all watching TV. And then India gets up. She goes to the bathroom, and while she's in the bathroom using the bathroom, Day and fucking Chastain bust in the bathroom, and they close the bathroom door, and now they're like scared. They screaming, "It's in the room! It's in the room!" And India's like, she ain't seen this shit. It's like, are y'all serious right now? And she's like, yes, it's they in the room, like it's screaming. If they in the room, they're in the room, and it's more of them, but they're in the room, they're in the room. So India gets up off the toilet, and she like, I'm finna go see. And they are begging India, please, no, please don't go look. Please don't, please. And India was like, nah, I gotta go see because this is ridiculous. And she opens the door and she steps out of the bathroom and looks over into her room, and it is men, women, and children all standing in her room with ropes around their neck, all colors, not just black, not just white, all colors, all sizes, all ages, standing in her room. A gang of motherfuckers are standing in the room with these ropes around their neck. They just standing there. And she is like in shock. India can't believe this shit. India's just like staring. And as she's staring at them, you know, Chastain and Day is trying to pull her back into the bathroom, but it's like her feet are just stuck. She can't move, like her feet planted. She can't go nowhere. She just stuck right there. And they are telling her, like, come in, hurry up, come in before they get you. And she's watching, and she sees this little bitty baby coming through the crowd. She just see the crowd is partying, and it's like somebody really short. So when the crowd finally part, it's a baby that comes through. This baby's like 5 years old. Half the baby body is burned. On like the right side of the baby body is burned. But the right side of the baby's face, the hair is burned off, like the whole right side, like straight down the center, was burned. And the baby just looked at her, and she was just like froze. She didn't know what to do. She was just standing there, like it had her hypnotized or something. She couldn't move. And the baby looked at her, and she stared at the baby, and then it was like she just closed her eyes and started praying, like, please help these people. I don't know what's wrong with them, but just please help these people. And when she opened her eyes back up, everybody was gone. And she was able to move. And it's like, they them is like, get in the fucking bathroom. Like, cause she didn't hear none of that. She, like, everything was just tuned out. It was like she was in a bubble and she didn't know what was going on. And they had been yanking on her clothes that whole time trying to get her ass in there. And when they finally get her in there, she just like, it's a lot of people in this house. Like, we can't stay here. It's too many people in this house. It's too many souls in this house. We can't stay here. So they decide they ain't gonna stay. They ain't gonna stay in the room of house. They gonna reach out to family, see if they can go stay with family. But it's too many, you know, souls in the room of house. So it takes about 4 days, but everybody finds them somewhere to go. That fourth day, everybody at the house packing up their stuff, getting ready to leave. They get their stuff together, they got it in the living room, everybody just bring their stuff out the room, put it in the living room so it'll be out there. So they get their stuff in the living room, they talking to each other about how, you know, we'll keep in contact, give me your number, here's my number. And as they're getting ready to go, they look up and it's like the whole top floor is just covered in people standing there, holding the railing of the balcony, looking down on them, staring at them. And they see this shit is thick. This ain't just 1 or 2 people. This ain't just 12 or 13 people. This is like 70 maybe to 150 people on this goddamn balcony. All around the balcony. As they looked up, all they seen was nothing but people looking down at them. And the landlord comes out and he's like, so y'all finna leave now? And they like, they just staring, they just looking up. Everybody just looking up. They ain't saying nothing to him. And he's like, hello, are y'all finna leave? They still don't say that. And then he looks to see what they looking at. And he sees it. And he's like, oh. Shut up. I got the drink. I promise you, just the last little piece of that cough left, and I'm gonna be done with that. But he's like, holy shit, who is all those people? And they look back at him like, you see it? Do you see it too? And he's like, he just run back in his room and close the door. They just scrambled to get their shit and grabbed the door and ran out of the fucking house, and they didn't go back to the house. 3 days after they moved out of the house, y'all. 3 days after they moved out of the house. Everybody else that stayed in that room of house died from a mysterious gas leak. Again. 3 days after they left. The landlord and everybody else that lived in their goddamn room of house died from fucking gas leak in the house somewhere. Now, what's so confusing about this shit is y'all just rebuilt and renovated this house, so it shouldn't have been no leaks. All the piping and everything should have been brand fucking new, right? But some kind of way, gas slipped out and everybody died in their sleep. And Day and all of them seen it on the news like 3 days later. They couldn't believe it. They was calling each other, Kurt, did you see what happened? Like, look at the news, turn on the news. They all on three-way, turn on the news, and they seen it together. Whole everybody. 9 bodies in that house. 9 people died from gas. They all went to sleep and didn't wake up. 3 days after Day, Chastain, and India moved out of the house. They were so thankful that they left when they did. They felt sorry and felt bad for everybody else in there, but they were thankful that they left. I don't even know why the landlord stayed after he seen this shit, but he stayed too. So he was one of the victims in that house when they found all the bodies. Yeah. So I don't know if the people were showing up to save them, you know, scare them out of the house because they knew something was about to happen. I don't know. They don't know. All they know is if it hadn't been for them ghosts showing up, they'd have still been in that house and they ass probably would have died from the gas too. So they don't know how to think on that situation, what to think on that situation, why the ghosts were there. They have no idea. So there you go, guys. Your second story of the night. This is your brief intermission. Thank you, Maddie. I hope you liked your story too. This is your brief intermission for tonight. This is where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, cigarette breaks, all that goodness. If you're in the hospital, this is where you buzz your buzzer to tell your nurse to bring you something else to drink because story time is almost done. Tell them to come in there and bring you something to drink. Y'all don't forget to go over and check out the merch shop. And yeah, thank you, Chastain. Y'all don't forget to go over and check out the merch shop. We also have Telegram. That is an app that we have for the family to talk to each other when we're outside of live. So this is where you can get a chance to talk to your family members that you see on here. You know, have a few laughs. Check, you know, positive conversation, silliness, and X-rated Thursdays. I didn't start that shit. I didn't even make it up. That came from the family and what they do on Telegram. So yeah, so we are doing Telegram. So if you would like to be a part of Telegram and be active, because if you're not active, then then you come off the out of Telegram. So you have to be active to be in. And you get to talk to a lot of your family members on here that you wouldn't get to talk to on a daily basis. So just throwing it out there. If you guys want to be a part of the Telegram, hit me up on Instagram. Download Telegram app, hit me up on Instagram, and then send me a message letting me know that you downloaded it, what your name is on YouTube, so I know who you are, and your phone number so I can add you to the group chat. And you can be a part of the silly shit we have going on too. Alright. Y'all got like 3 more minutes. So y'all shake it and pull it up and zip it and flip it and flush the toilet and wash your damn hands. Alright, let me see. Moderators, y'all keeping up with my sticker, people? Oh my goodness, Magenta, I know, honey. That's what Lashes was just talking about, how slow her nurse was. Okay. So yeah, because I want to thank all my superstar sticker people by putting your name in stories. That's how I thank you guys for your superstar sticker, as well as my members. That's how I thank you, show my appreciation to you guys for joining. Yeah, so I thank you guys so much for joining and being members. I really appreciate it. I haven't seen any new members in a while, but that's okay, because the family is still strong. We'll welcome them in whenever they show up. All right. I hope y'all ready to get them. I know that tax money finna show up soon for some of y'all good people. So I hope y'all are trying to get some of them LLL sneakers. That will be awesome as shit. Check out the merch shop. Rack up on your merch. We got the t-shirt dresses because it's going to be hot soon. Well, shit, it's already starting to get hot. So we got them really, I mean, it was hot today. It was hot in the daytime. Hot in the daytime. And your hoodie for nighttime. But we got the hoodie dresses and the t-shirt dresses. We ready for all seasons. Rack up on your shit. Look sexy. When y'all step out in these streets for the summertime, because I know some of y'all been working on that summer snatch back body to get right so y'all can look like a whole snack snipping out the door. Well, y'all go right ahead, because we got dresses to fit all those sexy curvy bodies. Please believe it. Don't think we leaving y'all out. We got all them tight ass wife beaters and make my muscle look good shirts. Yeah, we got them for y'all too. Don't fit. That's okay. We got them for y'all too. Don't y'all worry. Auntie look out for y'all too. Huh? We don't sell skinny jeans. We got teddy bears for your babies, for your cute little babies that like teddy bears. We got those too. I know you still want your flabbergasted t-shirt. I'm just trying to figure out how I want it to look. I just, shit gotta be creative. I'm trying to figure it out. It's in my head. I gotta just put it down. You know what I'm saying? So that will be coming out soon. Yeah, I'm gonna be coming up with some more shirts soon. Stuff like just cause you my baby daddy don't mean you get half my tax check. You know what I'm saying? Shirts like that for the season. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you only seen Lil Junebug one time. Now you want 2,500? No. You know what I'm saying? Just creative shirts. Just creative shirts for the tax season. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all support me in that as well. I greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. So we're going to get this final story started. Thumbs up if y'all are ready for the last story of the night. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. I'm going to go holler at some of these beauty supply stores, see if I can get me a whole little bunny gang going for the AF females. See how that work out. I want my own design and everything. Because a bitch wears a bunny. I don't give a shit. Damn, Monique. That bitch got money. She can get her hair done all the time. She can pay to get it done all the time. Like, all the time. I ain't balling like that, so I keep my motherfucking bunny close by. I keep my bunny close by. I keep my pistol. We right here together. Ride or die. So. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So, yes, I know them checks coming soon. So I'm gonna make some shirts for the season. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I got my thumbs. Yes, I need one. Y'all know I'm driving, so I'm going through the areas, but don't think I'm just clowning the baby daddies too, but don't think I'm just only clowning the baby daddies. It's gonna be sure clowning the baby mamas too. This bitch can buy lace fronts and lashes, but can't give me my half of the check. Won't let me claim my dice. Okay. So let me see. The last story of the night. Shay, Sick Nicole, and Kendra. Shay, Sick Nicole, and Kendra. Let me go through here because I need a third person. And I ain't get enough superstar stickers last week to make this whole story. Or no members. So let me go through here and pick out some random person. Yes, Crown, you are late. Let me see. I will use a cat. I'm gonna use cat. It's okay, Trina. So I'm gonna use cat, Kendra. Yeah. Cat, Kendra, and Shay. Y'all ready? You are welcome, Cats. All right, y'all. Now, y'all know I try to make these stories. I make the stories be scary. Sometimes we have a funny when it comes in. Every now and again, y'all know. So, this is one of those times. No, you fine. So, thank you, babe. Okay. So Kendra, Shay, and Cats are all homegirls. And they don't stay together. They don't live in the same area or anything like that. But Kendra just recently lost her mom not too long ago. Thank you, Chase, for the thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad you read it. That's what I'm talking about. So, Kendra's mom had recently passed, and she's been taking it kind of hard. Now, it wasn't probably like 6-7 months before Kendra's mom's birthday rolled around, and she decides that she wants to go put flowers on her mom's grave, which is not out of the ordinary. And she asked Shay and Cats to go with her because they her homegirls, and she needed the support, and she didn't want to be alone, so they agreed to go with her. Kendra said she wanted to go. Kendra said she wanted to go to her mom's grave when she got off work, and they was like fine, because Kendra was supposed to get off at like 2, so it was no issue. It was her mom's birthday. She really wanted to do this on her mom's birthday. 2 o'clock roll around. Kendra still at work. She called and she tells Shay and Cats that yes, you finally calling y'all alive. She calls and tells Shay and Cats, look, the job got me here for a while, so when I get off, I'll call y'all so y'all can meet me at the cemetery. Okay, fine. Kendra don't call until 7:30, guys. At 7:30, it is dark. So she tells them, can y'all meet me up there? And they like, bitch, it's dark. Like, we gonna even be able to find the grave. And she like, I know where my mom's grave at. I really want to do this. It's still her birthday. I don't want to do it after her birthday. I want to do it on her birthday. She was crying. She was upset. They didn't want their friend upset. They didn't want her to feel bad that she didn't make it on her mom's birthday. So she went on and just, what are we doing? Just go to this one, baby. So, I told her 2 hours on, 2 hours. So she begs them and she cries, and they like, okay, fine, but we need to make this quick. So she get them the address. Now the address is like a good 15 minutes away from Kendra's house. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So it's like a 15-minute drive for Kendra, but it's like a 30-45 minute drive for everybody else. So Kendra sits and she waits on them to get up there. She go talk to the people inside the cemetery, and she tells them, please, 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 my sisters are coming. It's my mom's birthday, and we got to put these flowers on her grave. Can you please just stay open for a little while longer? Let my sisters come. They are on the way. So she called both of them, and both of them like, we 20 minutes down the street. So she like, see, they on the way. Please just stay open. We really need to do this. Like, this is the first year without our mom, and we really need to do this. So the man felt bad, and he was like, okay, I'll keep it open till your sister get here. Okay, cool. So they get there, and she goes out, and she like, we finna go put the flowers on the grave, and then we'll leave. And he was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna lock everything on up. So they go out there, and she gets in the, go tell both of them, she leans down the window and tell both of them, just drive and follow me so we can drive up to her grave. And they're like, okay, cool. So she gets in her car, and she begins to drive, and they follow her. And y'all, this girl mama is buried so deep into this damn cemetery. She is so far back. Like, if this was a stadium, she's in the nosebleed sections. You hear me? She near the woods and shit. Like, they drive back there, and it's like, girl. So they get out, and when they get out the car to walk over to her, because they like looking at each other, Cats looking over, and she like, she get out her car, she looking around, and hey, and Cats like, she walks up to Shay car, Shay get out, she like, Shay, this shit creepy as fuck, like, bro, like, I ain't feeling this shit. And when they get up to Kendra's car, Kendra open up the door. You can just hear her crying when she opened the door. And they like, oh shit, man. So we can't turn around on her, man. We can't be like, we finna sit in the car, no shit like that. So they walk over and they help Kendra out the car. And she just so distraught, like her mama just died again in her face, girl. She's so distraught. She crying. They walking, through the graveyard to the grave, and she gets over there and she drops to her knees and she's just crying and she talking to her mama, and Shay Katz is just standing back, giving her space, letting her talk to her mama and everything. And she sat out there, for about a good 5 minutes before Shay hears a stick break, and she looks over at Katz and she's like, "You heard it?" Katz was like, "Heard what?" And she like, "You hear that?" Katz was like, "I ain't hear nothing." All right, don't worry about it. Kendra still crying and still wailing, and another stick pops. But this time Katz hear the shit. She looks over at Shay. "You heard that shit?" Shay was like, "I heard it the first time. Why you didn't hear that shit the first time?" She was like, "No, girl, it sounds like somebody is in the woods coming towards us." So they like, "Man, it's time to go. It's dark as shit out here. It's time to go." So they go over and they like, "Kendra, baby, we not trying to, interrupt what you got going on, but it's time to go, baby. Like, it's dark out here. It's time to go." And Kim's like, "I don't want to leave my mama. I don't want to leave my mama." She holding on to the tombstone and shit. "I don't want to leave my mama." And as she doing that and they rubbing her back, "It's okay. It's okay." You hear another tree branch, like stick break, but this time it sounds closer, like it's at the edge of the woods. And they instantly like freeze. Like Kat and Shay instantly freeze. And they looking at each other. And it's like, "Okay, Kendra, baby, it's time. You got to get up. It's time for us to go. We got to get up. It's time for us to go." And they looking down at Kendra and they trying to shake her, and she, "Oh, my mama. Oh, my mama, my mama. Oh, my mama." And they hear another little break. And when they look up, they see somebody standing at the edge of the woods. Like, they can see a figure of somebody, like, standing at the edge of the woods. And it's like, "Kendra, baby, it's time for us to go." And Kendra's like, "No, I can't leave my mama. No, I don't want to leave my mama." And Katz is like, "Baby, we got to go. Like, it's time for us to go." And they look up and this figure has gotten closer. And Kendra's still wailing. "Baby, look, Kendra, baby, get up, Kendra, we got to go." And Kendra's like, "No, I don't want to leave my mama." And it's like, this shit is like really close. Now this shit is probably like a good 20 feet away from them. So now they look down, it's like, "Kendra, bitch, look." And they snatch her head up and she looks and she sees this shit in front of her. And she just let go of the tombstone like, "Bitch, what the fuck is that?" And they like, "I don't know." And while they are saying, "I don't know," like Katz and Shay is trying to focus in, like, is that the dude that was up there at the front? While they're trying to focus, you just hear a car door close and the fucking car crank up. They look back. Kendra's in the goddamn car, pulling the fuck off, like kicking up dirt, up gravel, coming the fuck. And they like, "This bitch gonna really leave?" And they look up and this shit is now like charging. They see this, like charging at them. So they just run and jumps into their fucking car. When they get in the car starts shaking. Something is pushing the car. The phones is ringing. The car is lighting up for all kind of goddamn reasons. I'm talking about, y'all, Kendra is gone. And then all of a sudden the car stops shaking and everything cuts completely off. So now Shay and them is trying to crank their car up and their cars won't start. What the fuck is going on? They calling Kendra. They calling Kendra phone. She ain't answering. They can see Kendra lights going on around the corner, on up the hill. This bitch ain't stopped, ain't blew the horn, ain't turned around, ain't nothing. Welcome to the family, Chase. Thank you for joining the family, love. I greatly appreciate it. You will have a special thank you from me on the community page, as well as your name in a story time. So welcome to the family, love. Oh my goodness. So they are like stuck, and they can see Kendra hauling ass through this little pathway to get the fuck up out of the damn cemetery. So Kendra gets to the top, she gets up to the cemetery, and she finna get ready to pull out, and the man is like standing up there because he can't lock the gate of the cemetery until all of them are out. He's like, hey, he's standing in front of Kendra. Kendra almost hit this man. Move. He like, no, what the fuck? Hey, where your friends at? And she like, they back down. He like, where your sister them at? She like, they back down. Are they coming out? I don't know. Can you just move, sir? He like, no, you gotta go get your sister. They can't stay here. You need to go get your sister. She like, I'm not going back. It's somebody back there. He like, it's somebody back there. It's somebody back there. There's nobody else here but y'all. Dude, it's somebody back there. Yeah, it's somebody back there. So he gets his car. He tell her, you back out, and I'm gonna drive down, and we gonna go down here and get your sister now. So she like, fine. So they drive on down, and they get down there. And when they get down there, they just see like Cats and Shay is like trying to crank their cars up, but nothing's going on. So they jump out of the car when they see the headlights coming towards them. They jump out the car and they run over to the truck. They see it's the man. They like, sir, it's somebody out here. Our car won't start. And he's like, your car won't start? Okay, here I come. He get out his car. And Kendra is like sitting in the car, and they go back there. They knocking on her window like, bitch, you gonna leave us? She didn't roll the window down. Kendra sat in the car and looked at them like she didn't even know them. Huh? She didn't say, I'm sorry. Kendra was sitting in the goddamn car scared as shit. No. So the dude is like, telling Kendra, you might need to pull up and jump your friend or your sister off, and I'm gonna jump your other sister off. And Kendra like, Cause the way this shit is set, like the way the parking lot is set up, it's a circle parking lot, and then you got like that one way in and that one way out. She was scared to come all the way in because she didn't want to be blocked from getting out. So she like, The dude like, come on, man, we gotta get. She like, And they like, Kendra, if you don't come help us, we'll never help you again. We'll never do this again. And she just started to feel bad, like, fine. So she pulls her car on in. She pulls her car right in front of their car. The man got his car right in front of the other car. And he gets into the car to try to crank it, and it cranks with no problem. Car cranks right up. Now at this point, everybody's moving their car around. The dude backs out so that, Shay can go out, and then, Cats can go out, and then Kendra can go out. So he got his car backed up. As they're sitting in the car about to get ready to go out of the parking lot, you can just see like some black shit on the left side, but it's a lot of black shit, and it's coming towards the car with a lot of fucking force. It's coming fast as shit. And they see this shit, and instantly, y'all, it is like a fucking bad game of bumper cars. Like, Kendra pushes this man's truck. She pushes the back part of this man's truck because he wouldn't move. He would. All of them couldn't get around. They had to go one by one. Kendra said, fuck it. Kendra going around. She rolled over graves. Shay blocks her off trying to hurry up and get out. Nobody can go anywhere. Cats, this man's truck is surrounded by this black shit. It is like, you can't even see his truck. You can't even see his truck no more. It's just this big black mass of his fucking truck. Kendra is screaming. They can't go nowhere. They're pretty much block each other in. Kendra jumps out of her car. She runs over to Shay's car. She trying to jump in the Shay's car. Shay got her door locked like, I ain't open the door. So she runs over to Cat's car. Cat got her door locked. She beat on Cat door. She get ready to run back to her car, and it's like a whole bunch of black shit like blocking her car. It's blocking her path now. So now she jumps on top of Shay's car, and she is like jumping on Shay's car like scared, like no. And Shay is like, get out my damn car, move your car. Like they are out there screaming about this shit. Get out my damn car, move your car. Kendra gets off the car and takes off running. This bitch hauls ass. She leaves her car right there blocking off Shay's car. Cats can't get out. This man is blocked in. Kendra takes off running on foot, y'all. All they see is this little white jumpsuit running through the fucking graveyard. That's all they see. White jumpsuit running through the fucking graveyard. She is wide fucking open. I'm talking about this bitch left her phone, her purse, her keys, her car. She gone. And it's like all this shit is going on. Everybody, Kendra runs home. Kendra's in the house. She gets home. She is like frantic. She don't know what to do. Her kids is like, Mama, what's going on? What's going on? She like, just go sit down and leave me alone. I don't know what's going on. Just go sit down and go leave me alone. She go sit down in her car. She's in her car. She sit down in her room with her door closed. She's in there all of 30 to 45 minutes before she hears a big bang at her door. She goes to the door. It's Shay and Kat. When she opened the door, they just pushed her ass down like kids do. They push you in the chest and push you to the ground on your butt. What the fuck was that? And Kim was like, look, I'm sorry. I couldn't control it. My legs just started moving. It's not like I could have made the rest of me stay behind to help y'all. I just followed my legs. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. Like, y'all okay? Like, now you worried about if we okay? Like, now you worried about if we okay? Really? And she like, oh my God, like, y'all made it back. Like, what happened? Y'all got your cars crunk? And they was like, yeah. Okay, so where's my car? At the cemetery. Y'all left my car. You left the keys. We crunked the car. We moved the car and left your shit at the cemetery. Do you need to ride back? Are you fucking for real? Y'all didn't bring my car? No. The dude said he gonna stay up there while we bring you back up there and get your car. All right. Is it gonna start? Yeah, crunk right up, move out the way for us. Come on. She tell the kids, I'll be right back. She gonna get in the car. India's like, not India, I'm sorry, but Cats is parked on the side of Shay's car, and they talking to each other through the window and shit. And she like, so you gonna take her to get the car? Yeah, I'm gonna take her to get the car. I'll call you later. Okay, cool. Shay takes off. She gets in, Kendra gets in the car. Her and Cats go back down there. The man is sitting at the front gate in his car, pissed off. He mad as hell. He just sitting in the car mad. You can see it all in his face when the light hit his car. He mad as shit. So, you know, Cats like, we finna get the car and we'll leave. And he just sitting there. So, Cats pull down there and her car sitting right there in the parking lot. So, Cats was like, there your car? Kim was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much, girl, because I would have had to walk back down here and get the car. And you know I wasn't finna walk back down here and get the car, girl, because if it's too cute to be doing all that. She making jokes, and Kat's like, yeah, go ahead and get the car. So she gets out. When she gets out, time she closes the door, you can hear the lock. She turns around and she looks back at Kat. She like, what? Kat was like, nothing. I'm just waiting on you. Go get the car. She goes over. She gets in the car. She cranks up the car. And it's like fucking Cats just pull off. She pulls off. As she's pulling off, she's hauling ass going up through the thing. Kendra's in her car like, oh, she's trying to be funny. All of a sudden, Kendra's car starts to shake. She looks up, this black shit all around her car. Oh, she trying to crank the car. The car won't go nowhere. She can't see shit. I'm talking about Cats done haul ass up the hill, spitting all kind of gravel back down. She done went straight on out. The man like, hey, she flies right on out that motherfucker, right past him. Maybe like 5 or 10 minutes later, he's standing at the top of the hill looking, and all of a sudden you hear that goddamn Mustang crank up. I'm talking about kicking up all kind of dirt. So he's figuring he gonna stand in front of the goddamn in the middle of the street, because she gonna have to stop. She gonna have to stop. Kendra come flying up that hill. She looked in her rear view. All that black shit was right on her ass. Like, she could see it in the rear view, like on her ass. She is flying up the hill. The man just standing in the middle of the goddamn street. He just standing there waiting on her ass. She is flushing it, y'all. This goddamn Mustang is, all the horses is running in this motherfucker. Ain't nobody sitting on the sideline. All the horses is running in this motherfucker. And he's just standing in the middle of the street waiting on her ass to come up. And Kendra is flying up this goddamn hill. And she like, move. He like, no. Kendra, I'm talking about, it was a game of chicken between him and that goddamn car. Kendra floored that shit. Like, she could see that shit getting close. Kendra floored that shit. That man, I'm talking about, this man was so close to getting his ass mowed the fuck over, because Kendra did not stir away. She did not go around him. She went straight at his ass, and he jumped, and all you could hear was like a boop, and she just kept going. Took the fuck off and got her ass home. Needless to say, The police showed up an hour later because she actually hit the man. Like she didn't like catch his whole body full on hit him. It was like as he was jumping out the way, she caught that little foot. He was jumping too slow. She caught that little foot, and he called the police about that shit. And yeah, he didn't want to press charges. He just wanted her to know what the fuck she did. So he had the police to, he told them where she was and everything, and they brought her back up there. And he and shit, and she had to pay for his doctor bills and all that crazy shit. Nice, and she took advantage of him being nice, making him leave his place open. And yeah, he just wanted to, converse. He just wanted to stern talk that ass. But yeah, he didn't want to press charges against her, but he just wanted her to know what she did. And Kendra has, as much as she loves her mama, has like an altar in her house, pictures of her mom that she put flowers around that picture. That's as far as it goes. She no longer goes to the grave. She no longer goes to the grave. She no longer goes see the grave. None of daytime, nighttime, afternoon, brunch, midday, none of that shit. She don't fuck around. She don't go down there no more. And her homegirls don't go down there with her no more if she do decide to go. They said they don't fuck with her no more like that. They don't. He said she left them. Kendra said she didn't know her body was running. And I've had that happen to me before. I've had my body to start moving before I even realized what was going on. I didn't even know my body was running. But when I did realize it, a bitch was already down the street, had bent 2 corners, and I didn't even realize I had left so many people behind. But that's what your body do when it gets scared. It just start to move on its own. Like, if your brain don't remember to run, bitch, your body remember to run. So, yeah. So that's pretty much what happened with them. Kendra don't go to the cemetery no more for nothing. She don't even do funerals no more, y'all. So bring her obituary back. Bring her obituary or somebody back. She'll put it on the wall, but that's as far as it go. You guys enjoy story time because I know I appreciate you guys. All the stickers. Don't forget to go over to the merch shop and check out all the merch. I love you guys, from my family to yours. And good night.